All right, guys. Hey, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. I actually was kind of excited about this. I'll explain why in 2 seconds. But, okay, so we have a new Dragon Ball story. We are continuing on, right? They're kind of going for the series Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Z. They're kind of going in order. The movies, they're just kind of throwing random movies out. Like, they're not really going in order. We still have not started Dragon Ball Super yet, by the way. And we'll see if they do one for Daima. I assume they have to start a Dragon Ball Super one at some point. I mean, these have been going on for now 4 years. And we still haven't done, started Dragon Ball Super in here. Is very odd. I think there should be one. But we're obviously going in order. Saiyan Saga, going to the Namek Saga. They threw the Bardock one in here, which, you know, is fine. But this does include the, you know, Bardock Special where he goes Super Saiyan, which is a little iffy. But then we got the Android Saga, and then now we have the Cell Saga Dragon Ball story. There's not really anything too crazy here. You know, there is, of course, the original Vegeta. This is the Trunks and Vegeta. I just want to put them up on screen really quick because there's a very good chance that a summonable LR version of this character is the LR we're going to see in a couple of weeks here. This is the free-to-play character. This came out in 2019. This was Global and JP at the same time. They introduced the exchange mechanic into the game. I think that the summonable LR is not next week, but it's going to be the week after, the 16th. Oh, yeah, so exactly 2 weeks from today, I think, is when we'll see the Part 2 LR. And something like this is what it could be. I think so. So far, we're, you know, basically every year back to 2018, it's just been Saiyans. Well, I mean, then 2017 it was Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 3. 2018 is the only year that it wasn't like when I this is, you know, I know people want to see Tao and stuff like that, blah 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 blah. But you know, people lock into the game for shit like this, right? Like Super Saiyans. The only time it hasn't been even this type of Super Saiyan was Trunks and Mai in 2018, which was not a very hype character, but then Blue, Gogeta, and Broly came out 2 weeks later, so it wasn't, you know, it wasn't really that big of a deal. So this might be what we see, I think, in 2 weeks. Then eventually later on, they added this support memory to the event. And then this is the new support memory that just came out right here. This is Please Go 18. Android / Cell Saga category allies 1 key, 10% attack needs for 2 turns. So maybe we'll do an Android run with this up against Goku Black and Zamasu or something for that video. So that'd be fine. Then, of course, there's them right there. And then Vegeta Family is the category that'll get us extra drop rate bonuses. Now, the reason I was actually pretty excited for this to drop is because, remember, they just took away Reverse, which, you know, as I've said many times. By the way, I do have a team built right here to go ahead and get us all of the fragments of the support memory. If we jump back over quickly and then go down here to missions. Stage 1, we have to beat with a Time Traveler category character. Stage 2, we have to beat with an Artificial Life Form category character. Stage 3, we have to beat with an Android category character. Stage 4, we have to beat with an Android / Cell Saga category character. Stage 5, we have to beat with a Power Absorption category character. Stage 6, we have to beat with a Mastered Evolution category character. Stage 7, we have to beat with a Transformation Boost category character. And then Stage 8, we have to beat with a Worldwide Chaos category character, right? To get all those done. So they removed Reverse from the game. Game is 1,000 times better. But I lost, you know, all of my SSRs and TURs. All gone, right? Because I would Dokkan Awaken them and then reverse and keep them in my box because that would maximize power level. There's a lot of, you know, smart asses who go, why would you do that? But they're just very, it's just very unintelligent banter. When you say stuff like that, they created a system designed around this power and just trying to min-max that. And I'm an idiot for doing that. It's comical. It's ridiculous nonsense. I think we could see this as a redo Dokkan Fest sooner or later, by the way. I mean, we thought that the hint was leading to Hell Zone Grenade Piccolo, and Hell Zone Grenade Piccolo, that hint was not oh my god, no, there's no way it could be. It was that was oh yeah, that makes sense, Hell Zone Grenade Piccolo, right? I no one was kind of wow, they can't do that, right? You know, I was excited because I felt further buffing demonic power was a good idea, right? So that I do think that redo of that Piccolo Dokkan Fest is something they could do at some point. I mean, there's still so much stuff they could do. Hopefully, you know, we know that the Dragon Ball event is coming up in January. You know, hopefully they will have some good news for us with like an anime. Like, imagine the anime comes back and like they do like the moral arc or something like that, and then we can kind of like intercut like all these, like, dude, there's so much they could do from the moral arc, man. It's so crazy. Like, just like, so like even Evolution Blue Vegeta, who is in the moral arc, right? Like, even like him, like, it's like, yeah, we've got a bunch of Evolution Blue Vegetas, but this is like a new one with new attacks. And I mean, he's got the Galactic Patrol like logo on his armor and stuff. It'll be fun. And then it's like, okay, so like this month, okay, we're getting Galactic Patrol Evolution Blue Vegeta, and then the next month is, okay, now we're doing the Hellzone Grenade Piccolo. Like, it's just kind of like overall, like the excitement and the interest for everything would go up, right? Like, drag the return of Dragon Ball, like actually like a series, like it would be so huge, dude. So I'm really hoping that that's the case, but I mean, we've been hoping for this for quite a while now. Right? We still don't even have all the Daima stuff out yet, too, right? Adult, there's many characters. Majin Ku, Majin Du, Adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. They could do several versions of Goma, right? So there are still many things they can do. Oh, Taioken! All right, so the Solar Flare hits us. Is there a cell that does that, by the way? Like, I don't... They haven't really made like a cell based around that, have they? I mean, maybe like one of these like old ass ones. Like, here's one of these old ass cells that does a Kamehameha. No, they haven't really done that. Because the LR First Form cell, he doesn't do the Solar Flare, does he? No, he does. LR First Form Cell does do the Solar Flare. Okay. So if we go back here, his life absorption, he starts with it, right? This right here. And then goes right into the life absorption. Okay. Sure. All right, so there's stage 1. But yeah, so I was pretty excited for this to re-drop, you know, this Dragon Ball story, because one of the free-to-play characters I have to obtain is the Vegeta, the base form Vegeta, right? So like, we're gonna get him in a couple of seconds here, and I'm actually gonna be like really excited because I do need to grind him up, and I'm gonna probably after this, this is like the 4th video. This is a long recording session. I'll probably chillax and just grind up the Vegeta's SSR. I've been trying to grind all these free-to-play characters up before the rank update comes. So, like, you know, remember, I had completed my box. Every single character in my box link leveled was done. But now after the reverse update, I actually have, at the moment, I've got like 400 characters I could link level. A lot of them do only have like one link that I need to do, but I still do have a lot of characters to link level. So I'll be like, just like link leveling like crazy and grinding rank like crazy is what I'll be doing. I think that might hit. Oh my God, we got the intros on. Let me turn these off. For a Dragon Ball story like video, we could turn these off. Our GOAT Android 16. Soda. Yeah, thank you, Android. Android 16, I'm drinking some soda right now too, brother. Soda. All right, yeah, here, cool. We got his active, though. All right, bye, bud. Yeah, we're fighting Cell, which means we can instantly pop this. Perfect. Oh, and then there's the KO screen. Yeah, I actually made a grievous error. In my Rainbow video, I like to get all animations and stuff like that. I actually didn't get that KO screen, so we'll probably try and do that in the long video. Just get that Android 16 active skill KO screen. I was like, whoa, dude, I forgot. Whoops. Silly me. All right, see, I remember Goku has the heart virus, then he kind of gets up. They could still do a lot of units around these characters, right? Like, we finally, like, at the moment where Gohan first goes Super Saiyan is not in Dokkan at all, is it? It's like nothing. Like, I don't know, like, so like Gohan goes Super Saiyan, and then remember, like, the first thing Goku does is like, all right, we gotta cut your hair. And then the next time we see Gohan, he's, you know, basically how he looks in the Cell games, right? With his short hair and stuff. So, I mean, I do think that they could do some sort of, like, transforming Gohan in the time chamber. That could be a fun little unit that they could do, right? And then, of course, there's, like, you know, many people... We're going to get to Piccolo versus Android 17. Oh, this is it right here, I think. We're going to do... Because I see that Android 17's in the title of this. We're going to do this Piccolo versus Android 17 fight. This is what... People have been asking for this as a dual Dokkan Fest for years at this point. I do think, like... like Piccolo and 17, it's not exactly like, oh my god, like everyone butts are in seats for that. Like, not really, unfortunately. Not really. But, I mean, do I think it could be like New Year's or Golden Week? They probably could, right? Especially, I think it would work. Yeah, what one would it work better for, New Year's or Golden Week? I guess it doesn't really matter so much. It's just like one of those things where, like, I think people, like, they say, like, yeah, it'd be so cool, but then it drops in game, and I think most people will just be like, yeah, awesome. I'm still waiting for the next, like, actual cool shit, right? But, you know, buffing the Android team, like, right now, the Android team is kind of, like, a little bit back for the first time in quite some time. When was the last time that the Android team was actually, like, a real consideration? It would have been quite a while ago, right? The Android team. Because when STR Perfect Cell came out, they were wanting us to run tournament participants. We got a couple, like the Gammas came out, but they weren't Android. It was meant to be superhero. Oh yeah, the last time the Android team was a thing was 2 years ago, December of 2023. Right, that was when Physical 16, 17, and 18 got their EZA. And then also, like, when Android 13 got his EZA, and Android 21 came out, and Evil 21 right there. Yeah, and then I remember watching Hunter x Hunter while doing their showcases. The future androids, yep. Alright, yeah, yeah, Piccolo versus 17. By the way, I do think Piccolo and 17 could be a tag character, because even though they fight each other, then Cell shows up, and there's a brief couple of moments where they're kind of both fighting Cell. Right, it doesn't last long, but I do think it's enough for them to do a Piccolo and 17 tag character, which would be very good for categories in particular, right? Like, that's one of those things where it's like, then all of a sudden we'd have this Piccolo and 17 added to the Namekian category and the Android category, right? Like all those types of teams, which would be massive. I don't think, like, a lot of people have said, like, oh, could we see the Goku and Frieza, like, tag character from Namek? And it's like, no. Remember, the Golden Frieza and Gogeta, they both were fighting Broly. That's how you look at it. So, like, Hit and Goku could be a tag character, right? Because they both were fighting Dispo. And, forgive me, I feel like, you know, it's unfortunate, but I forgot the names of Dispo's boys. What are the name of some of the other dudes that were fighting with Dispo? The Universe 11 jobbers? I don't really remember, unfortunately. But, yeah, I don't really remember Dispo. My bad. But, like, you know, they could be, like, a tag character. But, like, Universe 6 versus 7, that would not be a like Blue Kaioken Goku and Hit wouldn't be a tag character. But God Goku and Hit would be a tag character, right? There still are tags that would be really fun for a lot of moments, right? So, like, Blue Kaioken Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta, when we go back to the Tournament of Power, I think that would be a really fun character. You know, eventually they could do, like, a theoretical UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta tag character. The best place to do that, of course, would be from the manga, though. Not even Moro arc, but Granola arc after it would be the place. Although, I guess they could do one from Moro as well. I guess they could. But, like, Granola would be the go-to for that. Alright, so here we go. We got this done. Got some of these items. One day I'd like to get some of these items up to 9,999, but you don't get, like, the Ran fan and the King and the World Tournament Announcer. Like, you're not able to, like, easily obtain these, right? Like, I don't even have 999 of that. That's crazy. Oh, here he is. Yeah, I'm looking for the... Yeah, chat. Yep. I need this guy. I need him. As soon as we're done with this video, I'll be doing a little grinding on this stage to pick him up as well. We haven't seen any movies so far, by the way, in here. There are several movies, aren't there? where you know, like they'll add like some of the animations. I like they don't do enough. That's the one thing about Dragon Ball stories that really pissed me off. They don't add enough of the little animations here. I feel like I'm like the only player in the world that plays with scenario on though. Like most people don't play with a scenario on, so they don't even see the movies and shit. Okay, Android 16 on our team has been great for this because he just instantly ends the fight every single time. This has been awesome. Bro, look at him. Look at him go. Every single stage, Android 16 is just hell flashing away. Yeah, there he is. That's the Super Strike Android 16 right there. By the way, so this Android 16, Android 18, we could potentially see them EZA. Oh my God, 17, turn around, you stupid fuck. What was he thinking? Turn around. Oh, here we go, finally, a movie. Oh my God, what a fool. How stupid can you be? Look at this guy. That animation still does look quite good. They could do, redo that as a voice. Dude, this art of Goku, they have spammed the fuck out of this right here. This is from the LR Gohan and Goten active skill, the tech one, the 2019 Global First Dokkan Fest LR one. They've used that art in so many events, man. But I guess they could redo these, because those aren't voiced. The AGL Cell transformations look really good, but they're not voiced. So they could redo them as voiced animations, yeah. All right, we're going to need, I'm going to be grinding this stage probably, you know, quite a bit tonight. All right, so there's second form Cell. Oh, Tien. By the way, Tien eventually will get a Dokkan Fest. No doubt about it in my brain, in my mind, in my heart. Tien will get a Dokkan Fest. I think that moment as Tien's Dokkan Fest to me seems pretty likely. What do you guys think? I think so. Like, I would have said 22nd World Tournament Tien, but they used him as the Yellow Coin LR. Oh, wow. Oh my God, they made this so easy to grind. Wow. Because I was redoing, I grinded up the Goku and Gohan already from the story event after this one, the Cell Games one. And, I mean, it's still a bit of a pain in the ass. This one, though, you could just auto it. They made it so easy to do. This, we do need a redo of this, by the way. So, like, Vegeta going into Super Vegeta, that's something that needs to be there. And then, like, so intro could be transforming into Super Vegeta, and then active skill be voice Final Flash. That could be the Part 2 LR in 2 weeks, right? But that's a character they definitely need to do. I know Nano and, like, Toonrami and many of the, there's many Vegeta fans out there. By the way, AGL Trunks, we'll see this kid easy in 1 week. I think we'll probably find out how AGL Trunks' details on the 7th. December 7th, we'll see this guy's details. So this guy will be pretty good very soon. All right, nice. Got plenty of those orbs. I'm just going to double check how many of those orbs I got. Ooh, that's a good looking art right there. That's from Super Vegeta's active skill. The thumb. That's what that is right there. Super Vegeta da! Nani? Masaka. That does look good. Vegeta's hair looks so good right there. Because you know what it is? This is like, you know, Namek to like, you know, early Cell Saga. When they do like their hair is so blonde, it's almost like white. It looks really good. Like especially in like Dragon Ball Super, so much of like the Super Saiyans just look ugly as fuck. Because it's just so, it's like, go drink a gallon of soda and then take a piss. And that's the color of, you know, like, that's the color we would see of, like, the Super Saiyans in Dragon Ball Super. And it just looks ugly as shit compared to many of the mid-DBZ looks, right? Or if I could pull up this color. It just looks so ugly in Dragon Ball Super, unfortunately. It does. I mean, not in the Broly movie, though. Right? Like, the Broly movie, obviously, it looks fine. But there's, like, a lot... what I'm thinking of in my brain, specifically, it's Goku fighting... Super Saiyan 2 Goku fighting Zamasu. That's what I'm thinking of. Alright, so we're on to stage 7 right here. I think there's a stage 7 and then a stage 8, right? And then we are done. We'll have all the missions done in one go. All right, so now, oh yeah, now we got perfect Cell. Oh, are they gonna play the support memory? No, they didn't. They didn't play the support memory. Okay. That's a shot from the support memory right there. Yes, that's the new support memory, is when Krillin, you know, like, shows up and he's got the stop controller and she sees it. Oh, Super Trunks. Oh, damn. Okay, we're already here. Okay. No Super Trunks versus Super Vegeta stage, huh? Although I guess it would be Super Saiyan Trunks against Super Vegeta is what it is. Oh, Cell. And then, of course, we eventually we do... Oh, that art, they should not have used that art. That's from the Saiyan Day 2019 transforming Vegeta. Nah, that shit is butt. That looks butt ugly. A lot of those arts for that Vegeta look really good, but the Super Vegeta art sucks cock. They should not use that. That shit looks ugly as shit, dude. That art of Vegeta right there, they should not be using that. No way. No, 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 no. Oh, this is SDR Perfect Cell's intro, huh? The OST playing? I recognize it. Alright, here we go. Oh, this Cell right here needs an awakening, by the way. This guy is still... This is from the Dokkan event. He's still an SSR. There are many cards around the game that still need awakenings. If we jump over, right? Like, I was just looking at this one. This is just a banner unit, like, card, right? Just like a summonable SR. That's only an SSR that can get a Dokkan awakening. And this Cell right here, this is just from the Perfect Cell Dokkan event. This guy still needs an awakening. There's so many cards like that that Dokkan could do. They could give away. Like, imagine if they did that. Like, so that would be like when Android 16 dropped, right? So, you know, Android 16, we get the banner unit, MVP 17, and then just awaken that free-to-play Cell. I think they could do that. Like, going through, I think, and awakening many summonable SRs, or like, you know, like some free-to-play SSRs that are still scattered around the game is something Dokkan could do. I think they should. Alright, so we'll get rid of that Cell. Oh, that art of Cell right there, by the way, that we just fought, for maybe, like, what was it, like 7 years or something like that? That, like, the art was wrong, and they fixed it, like, 7 years later. It was his fingernails, I think, weren't painted on correctly or something. It's so silly, right? I mean, I do prefer that they, you know, do it correctly, but very funny stuff. Yeah, and then, guess what? Super Vegeta fails. He fails, the silly goose. That boy busted out that thumb, and you already know he was going to take an L. Yep. All right, now we're on our final stage. We can get the medals. I'm not going to need the medals, right? Previously, I would always awaken all my characters, but, you know, no reverse, so we don't do that anymore. What is this, Trunks versus Cell? Yup. Oh, shit. Damn, this guy could easy A coming up as well. Not like this Cell. It would be after 11th anniversary, but, you know, after 11th anniversary, we could see Super Trunks easy A. That looks pretty good, yeah. Remember, Trunks, the inspiration for Broly, by the way. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Trunks. I'm really rooting for that Trunks. Super Trunks? I'd love to see Super Trunks be good, dude. Absolutely. Because that was one of my most hated characters of 2023. I'd love to see him, you know, Kale, Physical Turles, LR Ribrianne, right? Like, all those characters. Please give him good easy A's. I'd love nothing more, right? All right, well, guess what? We got Android 16 on rotation, so fuck you very much, Cell. Bye, kid. You fool. Be gone, son. And that's a GG right there. Easy. All good. And the Dragon Ball story is completed. Yep, and then Trunks is like, yep, I give up. I can't win. Really, that probably is, you know, it ended up working out very well that Trunks did that, right? But yeah, he explains the time chamber, and then Cell's like, all right, get stronger, let's do a tournament. Yeah, Toriyama, man, he was, whew. Hit Toriyama's pen back in the early 90s, 80s. Oh my God, he was the demon of the pen. That's what they call him. Oh, I thought they were going to play the... Damn, yeah, see what I'm saying? They could have played the support memory right there where he gives the broadcast. They could have played his intro. It's mad shit they could have played right there. Okay. So much stuff they could have played. Yeah. It's a bummer. Alright, well, there's the Dragon Ball story. Good to get that done. Yep, very good stuff. Very good. Alright, let's... we should just have all the missions done here. No problemo. Let's just back up right... We'll back up to this screen and then we'll grab it. Oh, no, never mind. We'll grab it right here. So this is everything. Yep, we got it all. Wabam. And now we do have the fresh support memory. Good to go. Alright, yep, so every mission is done. Let's head on over here. And we do have the new support memory, the Please Go Android 18. So, let me know what you guys think. Dragon Ball stories, I enjoy them. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.